nation's culture resides in the hearts and in the souls of its people. Gandhi. I believe this is true for all expats, regardless of where they are from. My family and I are originally Iranian. Both my parents were born and raised in Iran. We are 4 children in total. I have 3 sisters, all of whom are older than me, leaving me as the youngest child and the only boy in the family. All of my sisters were born and raised in Iran. However, I'm the only one who was both born and raised in Qatar. I was born on the 10th of February 1997. I am a Muslim and I believe in one God and His Messenger Muhammad, peace be upon him. My grandparents from both my mother's and father's side were born and raised in Iran. Therefore, my family is inherently Persian, which means we celebrate the many traditions of the Iranian culture. In addition to celebrating the Iranian traditions, I also celebrate both Western and Muslim traditions. The first school that I had attended in Doha was DIS, Doha Independent School. Later on in grade 2, I had moved to Qatar Academy. Consequently, I've been in this school for approximately 8 years now. Going to these 2 schools has helped me meet and become friends with people from different cultural backgrounds. Whereas if I were living in Iran, I wouldn't have had the opportunity to meet people from such different countries. Not only have I made friends from countries all around the world, such as England, Egypt, Saudi Arabia, India, America, South Africa, and Luxembourg, but I have also made many friends from Qatar. This has made me become more open to the Qatari culture. The fact that I had changed from DIS to Qatar Academy has changed my social life. DIS was a school of students mostly from Western countries, whereas Qatar Academy is a school where the majority of the students are Arab. Qatar Academy has made me become closer to my religion than I ever was before. Not only have the teachers taught me more about Islam, but so have my friends. Another factor that has helped me grow and learn more is the fact that I have traveled to several different countries. Iran is a country I primarily visit at least once a year, in order to see the rest of my family and because it is my home country. I have also visited countries like the United States, England, Sweden, Germany, Saudi Arabia, and the United Arab Emirates. I constantly gain knowledge and the information about the world, whether it is the architecture of the buildings and monuments around us, or the different types of food locals eat. There were also a lot of different activities that I enjoyed that Qatar does not offer, such as water parks and theme parks. Traveling to these countries meant that I got to see my family in all the different parts of the world and see how they live. This past summer, I went to the United States for the first time ever, and I especially noticed how the people there are different from the people in Qatar and Iran, in both good and bad ways. For a period of time, I didn't go to Iran as much as I used to go before. This was because of the political demonstrations that were going on. Though that dilemma isn't as common anymore. Iran is now facing different issues such as economic problems and has received a lot of war threats from the United States. In this time period, I was really sad about how the political situation was affecting Iran. Living in Qatar has made me learn not only the Arabic traditions and cultures, it has also made me more open to the American and European cultures as well. This is because Qatar is now starting to have a major Western influence due to the fact that it is expanding globally. One magnificent example is the hosting of the Qatar 2022 World Cup. Qatar has already hosted a number of well-known events, such as the Asian Games, Asian Cup, and Arab Games. Qatar has exposed me to people from different kinds of nationalities. It has made my cultural identity a mixture of different habitats. As such, I started wearing jeans, t-shirts, eating Lebanese, Italian, and American food, and I've also started seeing the world and people differently. This has made me consider myself to have more of an Arab Western background than a Persian one. Soon enough, I started communicating in English with my sisters and even my parents. My parents have always talked to me about how I'm slipping away from my original identity. and so I tried to start following the Iranian cultures and traditions and therefore putting less importance towards the Western ethnicities. Overall, I have experienced and observed more than what an ordinary 14-year-old would have. This was because of the incidents that have occurred in my life. These events have made me who I am today, which I consider a healthier and more knowledgeable person. As I said, I have learned to socialize with people from a different nationality and culture as me. I became closer to my religion as I grew up. I have also noticed at an early age that education is one of the most essential phases in life. Without culture and the relative freedom it implies, society, even when perfect, is but a jungle. This is why any authentic creation is a gift to the future. Albert Camus.